Wait a minute, let me help you out here. I hope you guys enjoyed that story as much as I did. Now, if we were to interpret an ABC story into English, it wouldn't work. And the same way with some English stories. They can't really be interpreted into ASL. So when we think about it, which is better, speaking or signing? I'll let the next skit explain that for you. It's called Signer versus Speaker.
A signer is an artist painting pictures in the air. He can tell a story with a voice that is not there. A signer is a poet with the freedom of a word. His hands flow oh so gracefully as the wings flow of a bird. Just as the ballet dancer tells her story through a dance, a story that is told through sign, a voice cannot enhance. A reflection of himself, he wears his feelings on his hands, and through the magic of his fingertips, there a freshness stands. The beauty of a melody through sign can come alive. A brand new meaning of a song, an image will arrive. A peacefulness, a calming, a certain honesty appear when we see the voice of silence instead of the voice we hear. We can see the bright red fire or the deep blue waters near. Through the gift of signing, everything seems clear. The only limit that a signer has to feel a great elation is limited to the use of his imagination. The speaker speaks with confidence, or it so appears, unless the words he's spoken have fallen on deaf ears. He isn't stripped of language or his identity. He is given full acceptance in this society. He isn't judged by others on the clearness of his voice. He isn't labeled dumb like some who are given not a choice. He doesn't have to struggle to be understood each day. If he can hear, if his voice is clear, the world says that's okay. When a speaker tells a story, it may turn out just fine, but it can never measure to a story told in sign. It will lack that certain beauty, that painting in the air. If you cannot hear that sound wave, your story is hard to share. But in either case, speech or sign, there's one rule that should hold true. Expression's a necessity for your meaning to shine through. Speaker versus signer, both ways of communication. And that alone should bring together a brand new kind of nation.
Well, we're back, everyone. Hope you all enjoyed your break. All right, for our next performance, you know that we always love to hear children's stories. I remember back when I was a child and I would listen to Little Red Riding Hood over and over and over. This next performance will be a children's story that will take you back to your own childhood. Enjoy.
How about this one?
No.
Oh. This one?
No.
Why not? How about this one?
Yeah.
You guys want to read Moses Goes to a Concert by Isaac Millman? Alrighty then. Moses plays on his new drum. He can't hear the sounds he's making because he is deaf, but he feels the vibration of the drum through his hand. He's taken his shoes off so he can feel it through his feet too. Today, Moses is going on a field trip. His teacher, Miss Samuels, is taking him and his classmates, who are all deaf, to a young people's concert. As the children climb on the bus, they wonder what's inside Miss Samuels' black bag. A big surprise, signs Miss Samuels. Can't read with these on. On the bus, Moses signed to his friend, "John, my parents gave me a new drum." John signed back, "I got one too." Miss Samuels leads them to their seats in the first row. Across the stage, in front of the orchestra, are all the percussion instruments. "Children, the percussionist is a friend of mine," signs Miss Samuels. "What's a percussionist?" Anna signs back. "A musician who plays an instrument such as a drum, cymbals, even a piano," signs Miss Samuels. A young woman walks onto the stage. Everyone stands up to applaud. Some of Moses' classmates wave instead of clapping. The percussionist smiles and bows to the audience. "She has no shoes," Moses signs in surprise. The teacher smiles and signs. She is deaf too. She follows the orchestra by feeling the vibrations of the music through her stocking feet. Then Miss Samuel takes out 4 balloons of her black bag and hands one to each of her students. "Oh, what beautiful balloons," Anna signs. "Hold them in your lap," signs Miss Samuel. "They'll help you to feel the music." The conductor turns to face the orchestra and raises her baton. The percussionist strikes a huge gong and the concert begins. The percussionist watches the conductor and moves from one instrument to the next, striking each to make a sound. Moses and his classmates hold their balloons in their lap. They can feel the music as their balloons pick up the vibration. When the concert is over, Miss Samuels has another surprise. He takes the children on stage to meet her friend, Miss Marjorie Elwin. She will tell you how she became a percussionist, signs Miss Samuels. "I became seriously ill at the age of 7, signs Miss Elwin. "And when I recovered, I found out that I had lost my hearing. I was deaf." "What did you do then?" signs Moses. "I worked hard. My heart was set on becoming a percussionist, and I did." "Now you can play on my musical instrument," Miss Elwin signs. "Come with me, children." Anna plays on the marimba. Mark pounds on the floor tom and cymbal, and Moses thumps on the bass drum. "Children, we have to go," Miss Samuels announces after a while. "Miss Elwin has to get ready for another concert." Moses and his classmates sign thank you, and they wave goodbye to Miss Elwin. On the bus on the way home, Moses signs, "That was so much fun." That night, Moses tells his parents about the concert. Here's what he says. "When you set your mind to it, you can become anything you want when you grow up. A doctor, an artist, a teacher, a lawyer, farmer, electrician, or actor. I want to become a percussionist."